Maybe. Who knows? Hello, everybody. It's the Billy from Scotland. How's everybody doing? I see you, I don't want to be you. I wanna be like you. Talk like you, walk like you. Just monkeying around. It's been a long time, guys. Been a long time. But then there's a few shorts that's been going on, as you well see. I know that there is another few lives on. I know that. But I'm hoping that a few faces come in and maybe some things can be shown. I don't know how bright that need to be for that because I am waiting to see if anybody comes in and we'll see what everybody picks and hopefully it might be something good. I also want to let people know that the problem is that I've got packages something tells me I picked up the wrong one. I think that's the wrong one. That looks like the wrong one. I thought it was lying here when I seen it. Wrong one. Hello, Dimebag. I am trying to find the right bag to show everybody that I haven't forgotten about their wins and here it's here all bagged up, so I haven't forgotten about anything, which I don't ever. And nobody gave me their names and addresses, so I don't know where to send it yet. Just to let everybody know that I hadn't forgotten and they were all still there, as you can see, because that's one thing about me. I wouldn't put somebody's package in stock or into my collection unless he said it was okay. anybody that's wanting the stuff's there. I have been busy with doing a project. That's why you've seen shorts. But what I was thinking is the reason why the title is saying pick one or the other. We will be doing both. But what I was wondering is which one does everybody want first? Does everybody want that or mail call from spray can to see what is in the package? Because when it come over, no fault of spray cans, the box was split, and when I opened the box, I heard rattling, and I wondered what the rattling was. And some of the nickels had fallen out of tubes, and I was like, hopefully none of them coins just fell out of there, because I had a quick swatch. But I like the way he's packed in the the 1 cents. He's made them look like how could you the trying to think of the name of them. The long slab lights for the SMSs, the silvers, the 1960s ones. That's the way they're packed, as in that all the way across. And there's about two layers, as in about 2 layers in a box about that big, be about that long. If anybody wants, they can come up and panel, because I tend to like company round about me. I don't like doing this really on my own. I've never been one for doing that. I've never been. Sometimes I just feel that it's a bit daunting, as in doing it on my own all the time. And it's not that I don't really bother anybody, so I don't really ask for special guests. But oh, pardon me. To me, you're all special guests, because as Oz says that yous are really the MVPs of the show, because without yous guys, there really wouldn't be a show. Okay, I know that I'm not consistent, I know that, but if I say something, I do it. I'm not one of these people that are just full of talk and that's it. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. But the thing is, lately there's been no ideas running about my head, and I think it was yesterday? I think it was either yesterday or today. Got up early, started looking about, thought, I need to organise stuff. I need to organise myself in a routine. And was going to go to the karaoke tonight. a lot of things happened that would before that was going to happen, and I was like, nope, bad day today. I'm like, nope, not doing it. Good intentions, wanted to go there, was ready and up for it, but the day just turned into a total mess because I said to mum, but back at 8, says to her, going to go to the bank, fix the standing order, which I usually get, fix the standing order, get into my other place, put in the money that was owed to me, that I owed myself, my money that I get for benefits that goes into my main account, went to take money out of my main account, got a taxi, went to centre, the bank's shut because it's Good Friday. It's not open back till Tuesday. Then decided go gambling. Lost money in it. Thought eventually I thought couple of hours, packed it in. Went to go up the road. Decided wasn't going to a taxi. Take the bus. Gets on the bus. Puts on my. I've got a plastic card, NEC card that I just got. Put it on the machine. Beep 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 beep. I thought that doesn't sound good. Guys looked at me. The bus drivers looked at me. I've looked at him. Went, I don't know. I went, got greenhouse. Guys went, on you go, mate. Just go. So he's let me on the bus, even though that it's more than his job's worth. Machine's bleating, telling him car's not applicable. So I don't know what's happened to the card. Gets up the road. And there's someone on the bus, or they let me on the bus. She says, you need to sort that card, you need to sort that card out. You need to phone. You need to phone up and get it sorted. So I'm sitting in the seat on the bus and I'm thinking to myself, he's just told me I need to phone a number. Don't know what number it is. And he's not giving me a number. So before I goes off the bus, the system, what number have I to phone? It's on the back of the card. So I shows him the back of the card. There's no number on the back of the card. There's no number on the back of the card. So you need to phone SPT. I says, you're joking. Nope. She says, because it's coming up that the card's not an available product. So it's telling them that either it's not registered or it's not been activated. So it gets up the road. That's thinking, scratching my head. Why is this card not getting accepted? But that's queer. But I'd put in 2 applications for the card, for the NEC card. And I'm looking at the card and I'm thinking, that's weird. What's going on with this card? So I thought, hold on a minute. Jump on the account. So I forgets the whole user ID, the password. I forgets the password. So I does the usual how to recover it. And the password and all the rest, as in where you put forget username, it sends it to the email address that you've given it, puts that in, gets into it. I'm looking at the account. I sees on the dashboard, linked card. So I press the dashboard. No link card. I thought maybe maybe that's the reason why. I thought because Strange House says unavailable product, but I forgets that he tells me this. So I'm thinking unactive is basically like a SIM card, an unactive SIM, which means you haven't registered it properly. And I'm thinking maybe this card needs linked to this account, as in this getgov.scot account. So I links the card up and I looks up the next time the bus is coming. So it's due at 15:42 or something, 15:42 or something like that. So I decides, tells mum's at the back, comes back in. Hi, DAG cards. So gets the jacket on, takes the card with me. This is the only way that I'll know that this card is going to work is if I take it with me and they put it on in the machine, because it'll tell them whether to let me on or not. So I waits for the bus. I'm waiting on this side of the road in the bus stop. Nice sunny day, beautiful day. So I sees the bus coming the opposite direction. So I sees the stop over that side of the road, crosses the road, sees the bus is coming in, puts it in my hand to stop the bus, and there's a passenger obviously coming off. But I'm chatting to the driver, whatever else, blah blah blah, and the boy's telling me, the young boy that's driving the bus is telling me that there's a problem with these cards. He's had problems with the cards, whatever else, blah blah blah. Then this passenger comes from the inside of the bus. And he says, "What's the hold up?" And I just looks at the guy and I says, "I'm sorting something." I says, he goes, "Well, I'm waiting to go. You're holding up the bus." I says, "All right." So the driver says, "I think it's time to go." And I'm looking at him and I think it's time to go as well. The guy goes, "Oh, if he's got a problem with the thing with his card, I'll pay for his bus fare, or I'll pay his fare." He goes, "No, it's all right, mate." I says, "It's all right. I just want to know if this card is whatever." So I've had to reapply this card for to get, because I've got the prosthetic leg, which is supposed to have a free bus pass. Because it expired in January, I didn't know it until March. But they're supposed to send you a new one out, which they haven't done. So I've had to go through the drill, and because I put 2 application forms in, the first one got accepted, the other one didn't, because I didn't have the right, or they say the valid paperwork for that's got to be like the last 18, within the last 18, within the last 18 months. So I've put in the forms and that, and hopefully it gets passed, but hopefully this time it comes out right, because I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Because he's like, "Well, I need to take that card off you," and he's like, "The next, as in, I can give you a pass for the next, as in a pass for the next 7 days, but I have to take the card off." He says, "No," I says, "Give me, I need the card back. I need the card back," but I'm not arguing with the driver. "I need the card back." So he's gave me the card back, because obviously I needed, because there's like a 16-digit number, and I needed that, as in to put in the bits and pieces. I noticed there's only 3s, and I know that obviously the whatever I'm rabbling on about isn't isn't the same title, or isn't the thing that's in the title. What I'd like you to do, guys, is that the people who are lurking and the people who are in the chat, I want you to pick either one or the other. We will be doing both. We will be doing both, but I want you to pick the one that you want first. Do you want the wheel first, or would you like the mail call first? Because the mail call is basically, or it should have been titled, Mail Call for Spray Can. Because Spray Can is sent a package once, it then get returned back, and then we added, or I added more stuff to it. Says we'll find a way around it for him to, because Spray Can really wanted, because they wouldn't let it send, he was going to refund the money back. Now, when I bought the items from the auction, the money went to help. I think it was Rattletrap. So Rattletrap got the money, and it meant then that Spray Can would have been out of pocket. And I says to Spray Can, no, the reason why I wasn't being a canaptious old tank and what I cause drama or mayhem, it wasn't that. I didn't like the idea of Spray Can being out of pocket. Plus also, when I put my name on things in an auction, if there's a problem with shipping it, I would rather you send an email or whatever else and let us figure out a way to fix it. Because we managed to fix the box that I want to show you guys, but I would like you to pick first, because Dimebag will get, he could either get number 12 or he could get number 1, and Dagar cards could get either number 11 or number 2, because the whole idea of the wheel was I want to give you guys something back. This channel's not all about me collecting from my own collection. Yes, it is for me collecting my own collection, but also the doublers and the stuff that I don't really need or doesn't fit in the collection, I'd rather give back to you guys. But I don't have the heart, guys, to charge you a penny. But if you would like to help for shipping costs, or even if you feel like paying for a spot, right, somebody's had to say about the mail, we will, right, so that's all up to you guys. I'm not going to turn around and say it's compulsory that you have to pay as in for shipping and all the rest and blah blah blah. It's up to you guys. If you feel that you would like to help out and put something in the shipping pot fund, I will be totally grateful to you guys. And whatever you win, because that was the whole idea behind it, because I don't have the heart to turn around and say, right, it's going to cost you $5 a spot. I can't do that. I don't feel it in me. To do that, because to me, when you say a free giveaway, that's exactly what it is. It's a free giveaway. And there's a couple of ideas that I've rolled into this or this as well, as in with the wheel and all the rest, where I've done where nobody is a loser. Everybody gets a prize. You might not win because I've done first, second, and third prize. I've done a really good one as my first, second, and third prize. So the first, second, third prize, but that doesn't get pulled out to the very end because you got to make sure that everybody gets a fair shot that's in, because usually we use it should be set up that wheel's actually set up for 24 on the board, but I've actually decided that 12 as in do 12. And the reason why I did only 12 or decided that I wasn't doing the 24 is because it's too much for me, for one, plus also the numbers was like only that with a space, only that with a gap, and I'm like, it's too small a gap. Let's open it up to at least that, as in square. Hi, Scotty. Scotty can actually Scotty can actually get on the board as well, since Scottish here. So that's going to get done next. But what we'll do is we'll do day Garth said about doing the mail. Let's do the mail day. So it shouldn't take long with the mail call, because there's not a lot of stuff in that box. The box looks the box looks massive, but it's not really, because what's in it is there's two tubes of knuckles, and one roll of 1 cents, two bags of that, and the way spray can has done it is, which I said to when Dimebag was here, this is the way he's done it, and this is something else that I've never seen done before. I like that idea, and he's actually put that, and it's all neatly packed. As in, it looks like, that's what I said. It looks like the plastic, the way the plastic ones are done. That's what it was like. What the hell? I was like, what the hell is that? And then I unwrapped one to see, and then I realised what it was. It's actually 1 cent. And I wanted to actually put them under the microscope, because spray cans put on them, there was skull cracks and whatever else. And I'd like you guys to actually see them and see what you think. Because I don't really, when I do the 1 cents or whatever, I don't tend to buy them for the eras and the varieties, but I've always wanted as in to see the different variations of the 1 cents, as in especially when they're under the microscope. And I find that other people that are really into this stuff, they know their kit and caboodle, and they can tell you things, and you go, can you actually see that? And you're looking at it and you're going, where is it you're seeing that? and you're asking them to point it. You're sort of asking them to point it out. You're asking them to point it out because you're like, well, can you show me? As in, can you point it out where you can see that, so I can see it as well? But it's even better when you see it up close, and that's why the microscope's there. But I'm not really into them for to. I'm not into them for to earn good money at them, as in to earn fortunes or find the fortunes in them. If I found a coin and say for instance, I try to think of an example here. I buy a coin for $1, and that coin turns out that according to grey sheet or whatever, and the grey sheet turns around and says that's such and such, because you've got a different grades. You get right up to MS 70, but according to they were going to change the grading system and make it 1 to, I think it was like 1 to 10, but they've left the MS side on it as well. So you've got MS 70, which is top of the tree. But I'm thinking about it, even if it was mid-grade, right? And say, for instance, that coin turned out that I bought it for $1 and say it was worth 5, I probably sell it for maybe 3. So I'm getting like $2 extra. But that $2 helps the channel. So it buys more coins, so that we've got plenty more to look at and plenty more to give out on the table. Because that was the whole idea, to give you something back, guys. Because I was like, if I don't have any content, the channel won't get anywhere. The channel won't come anything, because it's got nothing of content for to let people view the videos. Because that shorts video, the last 2 shorts video, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't know if it was on YouTube or where it was on Facebook, within the week or when I put it onto Mario's, the 2 videos alone, the one where the showing the crack on the digitizer, it done 200 views on Facebook, and the other one behind it, the one with the Samsung, done 130 views. And on, I don't know if it was on YouTube at first, that video done 635 views within a space of a week, or less than a week. And I was like blown away. I was like, what? I was like, my God. I was like, and that's how I was like, well, what content do I do now? Do I do the phones, or do I still do the coins? But then I don't want to move away from the coins. If the channel was adapted for the coins, because if you look on my about section, it talks all about how the whole channel was going to revolve around mobile phones. And it changed as in when I got into the auctions, it changed into coins. But it's amazing how many people that are in the coin community, there are also in other communities as well, like metal detectors and all the rest, and some people like the doing with baseball cards and like DG cards, as in I don't know if that's Neil or Nick Milner. I don't know if that's Nick Milner, but it doesn't matter who it is. I welcome everybody into the family, and I don't I take everybody at face value until I actually get to know them. And the only way that I'll block somebody is if they're being negative to the channel, which is causing it drama, or somebody has done something to hurt me in either way, either in my pocket or being nasty and horrible and vindictive and causing the rest of the members, as in the rest of the members, because my members are all good supporters of this channel, and that's what made this channel to the 1K. But also, my dad, my father, who passed away, which you've seen me showing about the urn, which is true. It is true about the urn. It wasn't a kid on. It wasn't clickbait. It's exactly the way it is, because I don't be dishonest to anybody. If you ask me something, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not perfect. I never will be perfect. But I want to see my dad being proud of me and saying, you did, you built something, from scratch, son, and you've done well with it. You've done really well with it. But the thing is, he can't be here to say that. So that's why that banner's there, because that banner originated from YouTube, as in people would tell me, oh, that's the rocks, this is that, and that's where that is. And I'd be like, oh, thanks for letting me know that. And I was like, that's interesting to know that that's where that's from, because it was part of YouTube, the fishing vest or the boat on the waves. So I just sort of did a bit of adapting. TKS, I'm also from Canada, like Nick. I just got a quote. Nice one. Nick Milliner's very nice. Nick Milliner's very nice guy. And so is, even although that some people have difference of opinion about George. Found it buried. I got on with George. I know George is slow for posting stuff. I know that. He's been like that for a long time. But I've always liked George. I always got on with George. I used to, as in, bid against him in the auctions that he used to go to. And that's how we met. Me and George met through auctions. And I didn't know he was based, as in George was based in Canada, or I think he's based in Canada. And that's when I realised, hold on a minute, I bought Canadian coins here, and I'm like, I need more of them. I need the rest to finish the collection off. And I was like, where the hell am I going to get these from? And that's when I bumped into George, because I didn't know George was from Canada. He used to buy USA coins and all the rest. And I was like, well, obviously it's in the same as what I'm into. It doesn't bother me, people selling the coins. I'm quite happy to buy for, but I don't like being stuck with somebody telling me you have to only buy for us. I don't like that. I like to be able to buy from different people, to get a selection of stuff to look at and see the different qualities that people are. I wouldn't say qualities, their standard, that to them they would pass. Because I've got this. I'm pernickety. I'm fussy about what I send to people. I'm like, if it's like spots or whatever else on it, I'm like, that doesn't do. I'm like, nah, that's not good enough. I'm like, that goes to one side. It's just me. It's got to be, as in, really. It's the same as my collection. My collection is like, you'd be like, wow, is that your collection? You really. Mike's a good guy too. Mike's a good guy too. Same as Daryl USA. Daryl I like as well. I've got a lot of time for Daryl. I've sent Daryl a few things. I don't see my mod in here tonight. I don't see my mod kicking about. I wonder if he's about, but I'm not going to disturb him. Hopefully he comes past. Because Andrew usually does come in. Andrew Cooper, 1977. I have got 15 other mods that sort of come in and out the channel. Right, well, I forgot. I've got to change this settings over. This StreamYards has got new stuff on it. Layout's new, recording new. I'm like, all this newfangled stuff, and I'm like, oh Jesus, more things to find out about, more things to test, to see what's going on. That's better. That's better. That's better. Well, that one says, it says 2007 DCR. It says on it. So I'm sort of taking it slowly to see if we can see anything that was supposed to be seen on it. Hi Ian. I've still to do actually Ian's mail call. I want to do this box. I want to do this box first. Because I'm like, everybody loves coins. Everybody likes to see coins. But then Ian's not a coin. Ian's not a coin fanatic. But then Ian likes coin. Ian likes coins in his pocket. Or notes in his pocket. Because if you haven't got Ian's channel, please grab a hold of Ian's channel and watch some of his videos, because they're quite good in the way he does the videos. And Ian sent a package which I still to do yet. That was last week, but I wasn't in the right. I got to be in the right frame of mood to do this stuff. He says I like finding coins. Aye, these are these are USA coins. These are not our British coins. These are sent by Spray Can, and I'm wanting to see what he could see in them, because he stamped them saying that these coins are supposed to have errors on them. So that's what we're looking for, is the errors that he saw or somebody saw. Spray Can was talking about something about the little man. I've never actually saw them, the rocks on the other side of the stairs. Because when they say, there's one that they call the top of it as in the floating roof. I don't think it's got pillars. I don't think the pillars are on there or underneath the top. See, I'm not a coin fanatic, so I don't talk in coin language. If you ask me about phones, I can talk hind ears off a donkey about a phone, how a phone works, and why is it not doing this, and That was nice. Found some coins at the back of a bus recently and had a nice commemorative quarter in the bunch. That was a nice find. Did you put them under the scope and find anything nice on the actual coins themselves? Because this was a full load. This is a full load that was sent. Because Spray Cam was doing them like as in that when you were bidding for them, he was putting more and more and more in them, or more and more in the bundle. And there was a couple of people that were bidding on top of me, and I managed to get a full load. Because I kept saying to them, well, if you're going to just keep throwing them in, just keep going, keep going, keep going. It's 1951. It's supposed to be it's supposed to be a DDR. That's because that's the reason why it's actually brown. It's like a chocolate brown that. And you see bits that's not toned yet. I'm not went that sort of colour. Pardon me. Because that's 1951. And I'm trying to go as slow as possible. As in so everybody can see them. Because this might take longer, the live stream. Anybody, if Ian wants to come up, he's more than welcome to come up on the panel. I don't stop people coming up on the panel even though we were as in scoping the coins. It's nice to scope coins and talk about coins or whatever that other people know. Because there's better people that know a lot more knowledge than what I do. And they can tell you a lot more about a coin in depth. Because sometimes I'm blown away with some people's knowledge on the coins, as in even the USA ones. I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot of stuff. But I tend to like the history because you've got like Alexander Graham Bell, and I'm sure that Alexander Graham Bell was who invented the telephone. And it's brilliant to actually see as in the design on the reverse of the coin or the telephone. But I don't remember ever the UK having a design as in on the 50 pence with Alexander Graham Bell. Remember getting taught about Alexander Graham Bell and getting taught about the Egyptians and stuff in history. Because I wonder if that's where the because there's a full section there. It's here. A full section. That looks like a die. To me, that looks like a die crack. But it definitely says a DDR on that flip. I didn't mean to, because there's a lot of part of that missing. See how it gouges into it. So it says 1962 a DD. Because I'm just going on what it says in the because I wouldn't sell them as in whatever they say in them. I would hope that somebody else turns around and says, "Well, you're wrong about that coin. It's not what you think it is. It should be as in it's not a DD. It's something else. It's this." Because it helps me with selling it properly, or if somebody was interested in buying it, and it's not about how much you can earn from a coin. It's putting the right information on it for other collectors and somebody to appreciate it. That somebody spent the time researching it. Because that says a double. It says it's a double die. It's double die. See, I would need to run all the way through the book and all the rest. And why is this a double die? Where am I supposed to be looking at the double die? But that's what I'm saying. It was you guys that got me into the coins. I buy coins because I get a buzz. I get a buzz for the auction. I get a buzz for the auctions. That's what I do. I get a buzz for the auctions. I like the thrill of the chase. I like the thrill of the chase. That's what I like. I go to what I think I want to pay for something. And that's why you see me going, turn around saying it out. But I don't get angry. I don't get angry if somebody overbids me or decides that they want it the same coin as I'm going for. That's why you hear me sometimes, or you see me putting in the chat, putting in the chat, bye bye coin. My man used to say it's like items come along like buses. But it might not be the best of quality the second time round or the third time round. But you'll keep looking and you'll keep waiting until you find the one that you're really wanting and the quality that you're wanting. Because he was like that all the time. He was constantly looking for stuff. Dad was a shrewd businessman. So he buys something on a Monday and by the time the Wednesday came it was gone. It was gone. But then he would do the hawking it around, what they call hawking it around, which means to offer it offer it around to people who are interested in that sort of stuff. And he had a lot of he had a lot of contacts for a lot of different stuff, and he'd pull things out his pocket to people. Well, I've just he'd be like that with the finger. You see him with the finger. He did that with the finger. Excuse me, like that. I want to have a word with you. And then you see the guy coming closer to him and you think, what's going to happen next? It was Dad's way of getting the person over because he knew what the guy was interested in. Dad said, I got something for you, and then the next thing he take it out of his pocket. And you see him and he was good at dealing with people. Really good. He was a good salesman. He didn't push anybody into buying stuff. Wasn't his way, but he could feel he just knew they were interested in what he had. Because he would talk to them to get a feel of what they were into. And then ask a lot of questions. He would ask questions to get answers. And people would ask him, "Can you get that, Gordon?" "Well, I'll try my best." He never promised something. I'll try my best to see if I can dig it up. If I can dig it up. That's a nice colour on that. That's actually It says error coin, it says actual error coin reverse. That's what it says on it. Error coin reverse. See, I'm not doing it any justice. I'm not doing it any due diligence. I'm just taking somebody else's word for it, as in it says on it on the flip error coin. Error coin on it says reverse. So that means then that there's an error somewhere on the reverse of that coin. But where it is, I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking. And that's why I'm moving it under the scope to see if I can find it, see if it pops out. I think it's there. I think that's what he's talking about. I think it's there. As in there. I think that's it. I think that's it there. Where it's going up through there. But I don't know what that's supposed to illustrate here. Whether that's, to me, that looks like rocks, but it could be underground passages on that building, because that's a coliseum. It's like a coliseum. I'll people on here shouting at me, I know where that building is, I can tell you where that building is. That's not where the building, that's not that building, that's that building's, no, you're wrong. I love to get educated by people that know. That's what I'm saying. I love to get educated by people that know what they're talking about. Because that's the 2020 and it says skull crack. Because it says on it skull crack. Somebody seen, or it looked to them like the skull was cracked. Because that's the 2020. But don't forget, you've got small date and you've actually got on these coins. You've got actually got small date and large date, and you've also got, as in the American stuff, you've actually got P for Philly, D for Denver, S for, is it S for, Jesus, it's not coming to me. Philly, Denver, I think it's San Francisco, I think, something like that. And then you've got the West Points, and then you've got Carlson City, which is CC as well. Ian's like, I'm impressed with that. You can actually remember as know that. Because I've nearly done 3 years. I've nearly done 3 years. 3 years with them. 3 years with Americans, and I'm not one for books. But if I have a book, which is to me, it's like a reference book, and if I see something in a coin or I see something different in a coin, I'm the first one to pick the book up and go through the book till I find what's different about it, to understand it more. Because the curiosity, it's as if like something you see it and you go, something different about that coin. And it's as if there's a gut feeling you get, as in telling you, there's something different about this coin. But what is it? What is it? Why have you because that's the spray can was saying. He was putting coins aside, but he couldn't work out why he was putting the coins aside for. Because that's just a double die. That's a double die. It's supposed to be a double die. That's a DD, 1978 DD. The best one to go to, as in the best one that I find is Q&A. Is Paula Bloom, because a lot of her teaching came off of Ken Peavy, watching Ken Peavy, and a lot of them took a lot of this schooling from Ken Peavy, because Ken was teaching it for the young beginners, and he used to do it with Play-Doh or plasticine and putting them into like a mould and showing you exactly how it was done and what you were looking actually for and why would it be like a double die, or as in why the crack was there and all the rest. And a lot of Ken Peavy's videos are actually still on his YouTube channel. But Ken Peavy's no longer with as in the coin community because he passed over. So he did. Paula Bloom took over the reins. And that's why there's the Q&A. But there's three of them that's involved in that Q&A. But I tend to find that Paula's a bit quick with it's trying to keep up with her as in exactly what she's trying to tell you and show you. I find it's too quick for me. But it's not that I don't support her. I support a lot of you guys as well, as in a lot of the channels. Because I believe in you. I actually believe in you guys. I believe in you. And you are all good tutors. There's a lot of you out there that's good tutors that I listen to a lot and take note, but it takes me a while for it to all sink. It sort of takes time for it to all sink in, everything that's been said and everything I'm supposed to be taking in. I can't absorb it quick enough. That one doesn't say it. Says it's supposed to be a double die. Because I wanted to do this for Spray Can. I wanted to do a mail call for Spray Can and actually really show the ones that he, because I don't know if it was him that spent time on these, but it says on it a lot of them are marked. Now that three looks totally different to me. To me, that three looks totally different. If you had two of them, that three would look totally different. Because that three stands out. That three stands out a mile off to me. So to me, that three is different from other ones. You'll notice that you look at one coin and you go, "That's different to that coin." It's amazing when you put two coins together, and you look at both and they're the same date as each other. And you look at the difference between them and you're like, wow, it's totally different. That one looks different to that one. Because I understand the actual process of the machines themselves, but not actual on coins. We worked in a printing firm. Well, Mum used to clean a print firm. It was for the radio Radio Times, for the Radio Times and the Radio magazine, as in Low Waters or something they were called, in the one of the industrial estates up here. And then we worked in another place, and they Thomson Lytho, and they done the printing for the Compaq and Windows, for the Windows operating system, when they printed the books. And they also I don't know if they actually put the laser, as in laser treated the discs, and they put COAs on them. And we also worked another place which was in Cambuslang, and they were another printing firm. So we actually watched the machines running. So I sort of understand how the machine works, and if it went a lot faster, how it would make the coin look a totally different to what it is. Everybody's like, I'm not wearing gloves up, but I don't have to because of ringers, and I don't have to touch them ones because they're sort of all in flipsy ones. I want to go through some of these other ones. Just say, guys, if it's too much for you or the thing me, I'm taking too long, just say, it's taking too long, I'd like to thing me, I'd like to actually for you to do the wheel. I'd rather thing me you done the wheel. Because I can do these a totally different day. I can do another mail call and show these coins. It's no problem. I just thought it'd be nice to get a choice, as in for everybody to have a choice of what they actually wanted to. That 8 looks totally different as well, that one there. A cut of legs in the thingy, as in the 8 itself. And that looks like a number 2. That looks like a number 2 on that 7. See it right in that leg? That looks like a number 2. If you look at it. And there's where I was saying. There's a 3, totally different. Totally different with 3. Who'll open this coin? Who'll open this coin? Who'll open this coin? Who'll open this coin? Who'll open this coin up at 50 cents? Do we hear 50 cents? Do we hear 50 cents? Is there 50 cents in the room? Is there 50 cents in the room for this coin? 1973. $1973 Philly. Do we hear 50 cents? 50 cents? 50 cents? Do we hear 50 cents for 1973 and 1978. Do we have 50 cents? Do we have 50 cents for the both for the two for the two coins? Do we have 50 cents? Is there 50 cents? I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just pulling your leg. I'm just pulling your leg because internet, dude, it wouldn't sell. Internet wouldn't sell, and is in good, really good, nice condition. Will end up going in as in flips, and it'll go into it'll be going into the wheel. That's what will happen. Because there's 1982. Because it actually magnifies it a lot more. If anybody's interested in me doing auctions, I'll do auctions. If anybody's interested, they'll get quite a good deal as well. But then it depends if you want to pay the shipping from from Scotland, from the United Kingdom. And I will throw in, if anybody's interested, I'll throw in 50 pences. Because 50 pences is not a problem to get a hold of them. 50 pences. I don't know what will be coming out as in where there was still the Queen Elizabeth, because the Queen Elizabeth they've not said about taking them out of production yet, as in said they want them back yet. The Queen Elizabeth wants to, so that they can be, because they say that they're supposed to be taken back and put into a furnace and put the metal supposed to be melted back in and then returned back out again. But I don't know if that's true or not, because I have seen older £1 coins come out of banks. It's been then locked in bank vaults. Now, where the hell they were locked away in, I don't know, because I've seen some of the guys that do UK coin hunts, and I've seen people actually having them. I've known people to get a full bag of them, the older £1 coin, and they actually took them out of circulation. They actually took them back. See, I can only see one person lurking in the chat. I wonder who the lurker is. Oh, could it be my body? Call Travis Martin. No, who knows? It could be, it might be, I don't know. Because I did see Travis on. I did see him on. So he's. Because I don't really fall out with people. I don't really fall out with people. People fall out with people because it's about over the head of money and and greed and evil is a bad thing, but you cannot stop it. And sometimes it's not greed. I don't have a day job. I don't have a day job. That's the problem. So the only way for me, I get dancing on the ceiling, on the feeling. Oh, what a feeling, 'cause I'm dancing on the ceiling. It depends, Degar, if I get into character, because you can actually feel a song in the way a, s- a song artist is actually singing it. And if you listen to the actual song itself, the words in it, they're singing about either their life or a life experience they've had in previous life. I feel it calling in the air tonight. So long. I've been feeling this moment all my life. Phil Collins. Forever to the end of time. I remember my dad, and it's like, it was my dad took my mum out, and they used to go to the Crystal Bells, and I think it was her birthday. It was either her birthday or an anniversary, and mum always likes karaoke. She's always been into singing and that. She's quite good on the keyboard, and they were out, and I was with him. My dad's, she's. I went. There was the karaoke, and I went and put my name up for Strawberry Fields. I always remember it. Strawberry Fields Forever, which is one of the Beatles ones. And my dad, I could see my dad looking, and he was like, and I could see him sort of covering his eyes, and he's sort of, and he's like, he's going to, he's going to embarrass me, as and my dad actually clapped. He went, son, he says, you actually done that quite proud. That he says that Strawberry Fields. He said, but I didn't know that you had it in you, as in you actually sing, because he'd never heard me sing. And if I put like music on, like boom, 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 like clubland stuff, he couldn't listen to it very long. I used to put stuff together. I used to put stuff together when it was an old tape. When it used to be tapes, and you used to stop the tape and put things together. And I was quite good at it without all the editing. These people that have got all the editing studios and all the rest and can work magic with buttons and switches and all that carry on. I didn't have all that equipment. I used to do it with a tape recorder and stop bits and play a bit and then start it again, and I could get it quite good. And that's what I wanted to actually do, was put stuff together, like, because the clubland scene was coming out when we were young. When I was a lot younger, the club scene was coming on. But around about the 80s or something, 80s, 90s, late 90s, it started with a lot of the club stuff, and it took me a while to get into it. I like the colour of that coin, actually. I like how it's toning. Red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. I can see the rainbow, see the rainbow too. Because that's what's happening on. You can actually see it. You can see it up there. I can see it in his jacket, but it's turned different colours. No, because Hoovy likes me when I do the oh, what is it? Gold, the one that I've done before. It depends if I've got a tune in my head, because that's the only thing. See, I feel with YouTube spotted YouTube. I call YouTube party poopers because they don't let you put. If you start putting stuff on and it's get a artist's number in it, they do you for copyright claims. But they want you to share the the rights to the song if you sing it or whatever for the artist to get as in their whatever it's is on it. I don't know. Don't know what you call that. The rights or something. Because you're playing their song. The second one sounded much better. Practice makes perfect. See, that's dagger. That's why I started doing the other project. Because I wouldn't say I made money at it. I used to buy phones up cheaply and then resell and then resell them, and I was quite good as in we doing it on eBay a while ago, a long while ago. But the rules and regulations have all changed on eBay. There's a lot of rules and regulations that has all changed since I used to sell on eBay. Because eBay's actually took over. You can still be paid through PayPal, but eBay actually holds the money and retention for so many days before they pay you out. Although that they've taken it off the customer's already paid it and they put it into account, but they put it in retention until the customer's totally happy and then they release the funds. I don't disagree with that as in the way they're doing it, but I think that it's a long time to wait for your money as in, because you've still got to send it out, although the customer's paid for it. And the money is pending. It's actually sitting there in retention because they're holding it and telling you when you will receive it into your main account on eBay. Some people actually will just buy off of eBay, but they won't sell on it. Some people still sell on market or sell on Dingme on marketplace. That's a nice shiny. Oh, so shiny, 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 shiny. Money, 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 money. No, because some of them they took off his tape. Some of them they took off. Spray can took off his tape. Took off his table because he says there was too many on his table. Because I know what will happen with them. They'll all get put into as in their date run. As in I'll go through them and then check all the. I don't check them for errors of varieties. What I usually do is I'll put them under the microscope, look at the date on them, as in put them into order. So that's like 1975. That's a P because that's Philly. Some of them weren't marked. Some of them were just called P for plain. So it's plain. So that's Phillies. Even though it's not marked with Philly on it, that's still a Philly. That's still a Philly. That one. Because I've never seen one that's no marked Denver. I wonder if that's large date. I'll try to remember how you can tell between small date and large date. And I'm sure large date, the 9 is more as in more spaced out on the large date. It's just a shame Hoovy's and it's just a shame that Hoovy's not around. Because Hoovy would come and Hoovy would come up and panel Melissa, and she'd tell me straight away. I think that's small. I think that's small date. I think that's 72 small date. I'm sure that's small date. That one. 72. I don't really care if there's no watchers, because they'll all come in to the stream. I might only have because there's this 1971S, the other one there. That's nice. That's not in bad shape either. I promise I didn't clean them. I didn't touch them. That's the way they came in. Honest. Sometimes that creates drama as well when you see that. Because collectors are like, don't touch that coin. Don't clean it. Could have been cleaned. Don't know. Maybe not. There'll be a way to tell. Because there is coins that actually get preserved, and they're done properly. Sent away to get done. It cost me a bloody arm and a leg. It cost me a fortune if I was to send stuff away to get done, preserved. I don't see the point in preserving to get it preserved. Leave it the way it is. As my dad used to say, if it's not broken, son, leave it alone. Don't fix it. Don't fix if it works. Only fix it when it's broken. Coins are a total different species altogether. It's amazing just to tell me sit with coins underneath a microscope, going through them. I just like showing them. If I was to say to somebody, would you do 5 of them coins for $1? Would anybody be interested in that? Would anybody be interested in me doing that? As in doing five for $1? Everybody's like, hold on a minute, they're only a 1 cent, but commercial grade is only worth three cents. But you want for five of them $1. But the thing is, I've seen them on eBay as in one coin, as in whatever year date, been sold on a listing for 99 pence. But if you look at the postage on it, it's 11 or £12 from United States, and some of them say no shipping to the UK. There is people that will ship them as in worldwide. And see, this is why I got them, was because I was like, well, if I like USA coins, how many more people like USA coins that are in Great Britain? And I thought, well, if I bring them over here, people maybe buy them up for me, or say, I'm interested in such and such and such and such, and I'm looking for such and such. Because if I don't have it, I'll put people on to other people. Because that's what I do. I connect people. I connect people up to other people if I don't have it. The whole idea was for me to be able to show it. Because some people, they'll say to you, I had 1982 coin and it was in beautiful condition. Some people don't believe you because you have no evidence. But if you have the coin to back it up, there's more chance you're actually selling it. But this is what I was saying to Mum about social media. It's like me going to hold an event, right? And I decide to hold an event, and I say it's going to be in Glasgow, and I'm going to get a big concert hall, and I phone up the concert hall and I say, how much is the room for the night? And they turn and say, well, Mr. Smith, it's going to cost you £10,000 for to rent this room for the night, or this concert hall for tonight. And I think to myself, right, well, £10,000 a lot of money, but I'll put a down, because a lot of the places they put what they call a down payment on the room or on the concert venue. And then what they do is they then splash it on multimedia, splash it on social media. It's like there's one on the now. There's an event for a venue for East Kilbride at the moment, but it's for actually getting held in June. In June, it's like a bingo thing, but they've made it like into a part disco and part bingo. Now the tickets are like 15. I think they're like £15 a ticket, but they're thinking that they're going to sell out even before June, and they're telling you to hurry now on them, and it actually gives you the website. But that's what I'm saying. This is what it takes to advertise stuff, is for to actually show something and make it so appealing that people want to buy it. And that's what social media is all about. So I do understand the workings of social media. But I don't know if people would be more interested if I done the channel down about phones rather than about coins. But the thing is, I don't want to let the side down if I was into coins and then change the whole channel round in its head for to do phones, and I don't want to have to do that. So I'm thinking, well, Why don't I just roll the phones and the coins in? Because there'll be some people that'll be interested in phones, and there'll be some people that's interested in coins. But a lot of the followers tend to like the coins. And I know that it's getting late in the UK. It's about 11 o'clock, because this is when the youngins go out to go to the disco and the parties. Because the dancing doesn't start. I think dancing dancing starts, so the clubs open up about, I think, about half 11, 12 o'clock. And the thing with they don't they shut the doors, but it's going on inside. They come out about, I think it's about half 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And it happens every Friday. And Friday, I saw that, but that happened. I don't know what happened there. It went off. It went off, and then it went back on. It went off. It went off there, as in it plugged itself off. So it did. Does everybody like seeing my ugly mug, or would they rather see the coins, or would they rather see the coins instead? Or you's hoping that I fall off a chair, or you's hoping that I fall off a chair? I've done that. I've done that before. I went flying. Two or three times that I've nearly done it in this room. There's a few times. Because I didn't plug it out. It just, all of a sudden, the camera shut down. I actually freeze framed. I watched it do it. So I don't know if it actually went off itself. Because there's a 1962D there. Or what if instead of 5 coins, instead of 5 1 cents, what if I made it 10 1 cents for $1? Would anybody buy that one? Would anybody buy that? As in different year. I'm not talking about the same year dates. I'm talking about different ones. I think somebody's ready for thing. I think somebody's ready for going to their bed. Probably come up and put the telly on. I'm thinking to myself, do I just stop the live stream now because there's nobody watching, or do I just keep going? Because I know it's 11 o'clock. I don't know if Ian came in just to say hello and then pop back out again, where he's actually making another video. Because Ian's always in that shed doing something. If you want to jump up, if somebody wants to jump up on the panel, they can jump up on the panel if they want. In 1974. See, that's why I stopped. That's why, guys, I stopped doing. I stopped doing live streams because I felt like maybe there was a possibility for the channel to be as in with zero watching. I thought it was the point in me talking to myself. But then I'm like, well, I want to show different ones as in that's I cut all the 1 cents in that bag. I want to show a different bag because I'm like maybe not everybody's interested in them ones. What is that? There's a whale lottery. Let's kill that Ohio lottery. A scraper. What's the scraper? It's a form. It's Queen Elizabeth. It's Queen Elizabeth Regina. It's a Canadian. It's a 1990. And what's the next one? Boobies, boobies, boobies. That looks like Indian. I see that Indian or Arabic writing that's on that. This is either a lion or a tiger. Maybe it's a dragon. Nah, it's definitely that's either a lion or a tiger. Wasn't me, I didn't put it all, I didn't put my fingerprint all over it. Wasn't me, I didn't do it. There's a Canadian beaver. 1989. Rose Dragon likes him. $19.91. Netherlands. That's Wilhelmina. That's Wilhelmina. That's Wilhelmina. Coinkinder. Coinkinder. There we go. Funds fallen. 1948 cent. Canada. At 2009. So that goes in here. There's a 1987 Canada. There's 1982. 1 cent. And go to that pile there. There's the 1972 and 1972D. That's $1/4. That's $1/4. The 2014. $1 again. Another 1 cent. That goes in that pile. There's a log cabin. That's 2009. There's 2020. Salt River Bay. That'll be $1/4 now. And then, yeah, smashed penny. Minnesota, Ohio. So that's totally different. Smashed penny. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find different coins and then see what we've actually, because this is a like an assortment bag, $1/2. This is 1973. $1953. Alaska, 2008. Another $1/4. It's P. Another $1/4. That's another P. Salt River Bay. Another Salt River Bay. repeat. Alaska, 2008. Another P, $2. It's Colorado, 2014. There's another $1. $half. So that would be 50 cents in our country. That's 1972. There's another quarter, 1980. Another quarter. Salt river bait. Another quarter. So basically we have that's that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the quarters into a bag. That's the quarters done. There's quarters. Then do the 3 halves that we found. 3 halves in there. that's that. And if we still go through them, maybe we'll find what that's a 1 cent. In 1982. Another 1 cent, 1988. Another 1 cent, 1983. Now Elizabeth one. Now Canadian, 1965. That's another Queen Elizabeth, 1965, Canadian. Ooh, who's this? What is that? That's totally different. That is something else. Definitely a coin of some sort. But who knows what it is? I have a clue. Oh, 1983. I'm just trying to get through them as in the different ones. And sort of money. Right. As in with the 1 cent or 1 cent. Debt like that. That's Queen Elizabeth. So it's not American. Yep. Canadian again. Elizabeth again. Queen Elizabeth again. Good for fear. 1 zone. Fear. This is a bus token. It is. Lincoln Coach Lines. Queen Elizabeth. Canadian again. Canadian again. Oh, that's one penny. Great Britain. Queen Elizabeth. 1976. It's Queen Elizabeth again. Canadian. The reason why I was going through them was because the bag, they'd just been chopped in a bag. They ones. And I was like, I wonder what's in them. I'm like, I wonder if I sort all the American stuff out and then put the bag back, the mixture and back in that bag again and put the rest, the ones that I've sorted or the ones that I've now went through and says, right, that's no American, that's Canadian or whatever. It means then it's so organised. Because on this one it says book. It says on it book. It says book. It actually says book fillers on it. Somebody's wrote book fillers on it. And no, I didn't mix them up before I come on the live stream. At least that's same like the ones there. Lollipop, lollipop, oh, lollipop, 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 oh, lollipop, lollipop. Dun, dun, dun. No, because these ones here were knuckles that all fell out. There's the ones that are sorted out. That's that in there. So no, that's there. That's there. No, because I just went through a handful of them ones that was in that box. Because there's still plenty more. But there's still plenty more. That's a lot of handful of them. But these are what fell out and into the box. They're nickels. And I've just sorted them out because that's halves. And there's quarters. I'll show nickels if anybody wants to see them. Seems as if everybody wants to watch shorts these days, as in short videos. And Monticello. And 5 cents. $2008p. There's 2018p. This one, watch this one. That one looks as if it's falling off the rim, or just about. $2016. I saw something a minute ago. There's something I saw in that. No, I didn't. No, I just imagined that. That's fine. That's fine. If nobody wants me doing the wheel, that's fine. Stick bubbly. thick bubbly lotties. There was an ugly duckling. There was an ugly duckling. I know what I forgot to show. Couldn't say. The best ones, but like this. $19.82, 1 cent. But yeah, a nice little piece. And there's something I've been wanting for a long time. $2023 Britannia. I think I'll go. I think I've had enough for tonight. I think I'll do tonight. Bye. See you later. Thanks for coming, guys. Bye.